The world is full of wonders, but some places are so extraordinary, they seem to belong in a dream. Today, we're taking you on a journey to 15 surreal places that will enchant you with their unique beauty. From glowing lakes to breathtaking landscapes, these places are a must-see. Let's dive in. 1. The Dead Trees of Deadvlei, Namibia. Our first stop takes us to the Namib Desert in Deadvlei, Namibia. This surreal landscape consists of a dried clay pan where the remains of ancient trees stand like skeletons. Over 900 years ago, these trees died, but due to the extreme dryness, they never decayed. The scene is almost otherworldly. Dark, gnarled trees rise against the backdrop of bright red dunes and a brilliant blue sky. The colors and solitude of this place make you feel as if you've stepped onto another planet. 2. Antelope Canyon, USA. Antelope Canyon in Arizona, USA, is one of the most fascinating slot canyons in the world. These narrow, wave-like rock formations were carved by erosion, with wind and water sculpting the sandstone walls over millions of years. The canyon's signature feature is the beams of light that stream through the narrow crevices, turning the walls into a glowing display of reds, oranges, and yellows. Exploring this hidden natural masterpiece feels like walking through a piece of art created by nature. 3. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, China. This national park in China's Hunan province is famous for its towering sandstone pillars that look like isolated islands in the sky. The Zhangjiajie National Forest Park was the inspiration for the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. The mystical rock formations rise hundreds of meters into the air and are often veiled in fog. It's a place where nature surpasses imagination and where you almost expect a mythical creature to appear at any moment. 4. Pamukkale, Turkey. Pamukkale, which means cotton castle in Turkish, is a natural wonder located in western Turkey. These limestone terraces were formed by hot springs that deposit rich calcium carbonate as the water flows down. The result is a cascade of snow-white pools filled with crystal-clear, warm water. The terraces resemble frozen waterfalls or a fantasy landscape straight out of a fairy tale. Since ancient times, Pamukkale has been a popular destination for those seeking to bathe in its healing hot springs. 5. Mount Roraima, Venezuela/Brazil/Guyana. Mount Roraima, one of the most striking table mountains on Earth, straddles the borders of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana. With its steep vertical walls and flat summit, it looks like it belongs in another world. This mountain is one of the oldest geological formations on the planet, dating back over 2 billion years. To the indigenous people, it is a sacred site. Often cloaked in mist, it gives the feeling of floating above the clouds. The flora and fauna on the summit are unique, reminiscent of a prehistoric era. 6. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Salar de Uyuni, located in southwest Bolivia, is the world's largest salt flat, spanning over 10,000 square kilometers. This vast, seemingly endless white landscape is all that remains of a prehistoric lake that evaporated eons ago. The salt flat is covered in a crust of blindingly white salt crystals, creating a flat, mirror-like surface when water from nearby lakes covers the land after the rainy season. This incredible natural mirror reflects the sky, clouds, and distant mountains, creating an illusion of walking on air or being surrounded by an infinite horizon. 7. Northern Lights, Arctic, Scandinavia. The Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, are one of nature's most magical displays. Visible in the polar regions, particularly in countries like Norway, Sweden, Finland, Iceland, and Canada, This natural light show is caused by the interaction of solar winds with the Earth's magnetic field. The result is an awe-inspiring dance of colors, vibrant greens, pinks, purples, and reds that ripple across the sky. Watching the aurora feels like witnessing a celestial ballet, with the lights often swirling and undulating as if alive. 8. Marble Caves, Chile. The Marble Caves, or Cuevas de Mármol in Patagonia, Chile, are one of the most beautiful and hidden gems in South America. Located on the remote General Carrera Lake, these caves have been sculpted by thousands of years of wave erosion. The result is a breathtaking series of swirling marble patterns with walls of blue, white, and gray. The cave's most mesmerizing feature is how the clear turquoise waters of the lake reflect onto the marble surfaces, creating an almost kaleidoscopic effect. 9. Lake Hillier, Australia. Lake Hillier, located on Middle Island in Australia's Recherche Archipelago, is a strikingly beautiful natural wonder known for its bright pink color. The lake's vibrant, bubblegum pink hue remains a mystery, although scientists believe it's caused by the presence of certain algae and high salinity. The contrast between the lake's pink waters, the surrounding lush green forests, and the deep blue of the Indian Ocean nearby makes Lake Hillier look like a surreal painting. Despite its unusual appearance, the lake is completely safe to swim in, though access is restricted due to its remote location. The sight of this large pink lake, so unusual and vivid, has fascinated scientists and travelers alike, and its unique color is visible even from the sky. 10. Mount Kelimutu, Indonesia. Mount Kelimutu, located on the island of Flores in Indonesia, is a stunning volcano with a truly unique feature: 3 crater lakes, each of which is a different color. These lakes regularly change their colors due to varying chemical compositions caused by volcanic gases interacting with the water. At different times, the lakes can appear blue, green, red, or even black, creating a striking and surreal visual contrast. The local people believe the lakes are the resting places of ancestral spirits, adding a mystical aura to this already otherworldly place. Hikers who make the trek up Mount Kelimutu are rewarded with panoramic views of the volcanic landscape and the breathtaking sight of these colorful lakes shimmering in the sunlight. The constantly shifting hues of the lakes make it feel like a living, breathing artwork, with nature itself painting the scene anew each day. 11. Chocolate Hills, Philippines. The Chocolate Hills on the island of Bohol in the Philippines are a geological phenomenon like no other. Spread across 50 square kilometers, over 1,200 symmetrical, cone-shaped hills rise from the ground, creating a landscape that looks almost too perfect to be natural. During the dry season, the hills turn a deep brown, resembling mounds of chocolate, while in the rainy season, they are covered in lush green grass. The hills are made of limestone that was shaped over thousands of years by the erosion of coral deposits. 12. The Fairy Pools, Isle of Skye, Scotland. On the Isle of Skye in Scotland, the Fairy Pools are a series of beautifully clear, cold water pools connected by waterfalls that cascade down from the Black Quillan Mountains. The water is so clear that you can see every rock and pebble on the bottom, and the vibrant blues and greens of the pools seem almost magical. The surrounding landscape, with its rolling green hills and often misty skies, adds to the ethereal fairy tale atmosphere of the place. Local folklore says that fairies live in the pools, further enhancing the mystical allure of the site. 13. The Stone Forest, Madagascar. The Stone Forest, or Tsingy de Bemaraha, is one of the most surreal landscapes in the world, found in Madagascar. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a labyrinth of sharp, jagged limestone pinnacles that tower over the surrounding landscape. Some of these natural formations rise more than 70 meters into the sky, creating an impenetrable forest of stone. Over millennia, rain and erosion have carved this limestone plateau into its current jagged form, with narrow passages and deep gorges cutting through the landscape. The stone forest is home to unique wildlife, some of which can only be found in Madagascar, further adding to the sense of being in a lost world. 14. The Ice Caves of Skaftafell National Park, Iceland. In the heart of Iceland's Skaftafell National Park lies a hidden world of ice caves, formed by the slow movement of glaciers. These ice caves are temporary wonders, reshaping themselves with each passing year. Inside the caves, the thick blue ice glows as sunlight filters through, casting an ethereal light across the smooth, glassy walls. Walking through these caves feels like stepping into a frozen world of crystal, with the ice shimmering and sparkling all around. The formations change depending on the time of year and weather, so no two visits are ever quite the same. The caves are accessible during the colder months when the ice is stable, and the experience of exploring these surreal frozen chambers is nothing short of magical. 15. Socotra Island, Yemen. Socotra Island, often referred to as the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean, is one of the most isolated and unique places on Earth. Over a third of the plant species found here exist nowhere else on the planet, the most famous of which is the dragon's blood tree. These peculiar trees, with their umbrella-shaped canopies and blood-red sap, look like something from a science fiction movie. The island's alien-like landscape, with its towering rock formations and bizarre flora, gives the impression of a land untouched by time. These were our 15 surreal places on Earth that you simply must see. Which one of these magical spots impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments and tell us where your next adventure will take you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting discoveries. Stay curious, because the world is full of wonders.